What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another video in Survival Minecraft. So the last time we were left off, we were after getting a couple more cows. Boom. We plonked them on down in here, and we showed off the new cobblestone generator. And we are going to need that now shortly, and I'm going to show you the reason why in 2 seconds. Drum roll. Are we rolling drums? Epic pan to the right. What is this? Where has this come from? This is the new project for the day. I'm going to click back shortly. Once I grab a couple of more resources, I'm going to show off exactly what we're doing. So give me a second. And we're back. So, this is my new project that I'm working on. I think I mentioned it briefly in one of the previous episodes. So my whole idea is that, like, we've got this nice wide open space. We've got a couple of hills around it. We've got this lovely looking river and stuff. This kind of reminds me of like what like the old and medieval time style kind of castle setup would be. Like, you have a wall going around the kind of like buildings in the center with a stream or something coming in as a water supply and an arable farming land either outside or in. And then a couple of structures on the inside. The project I want to work on is I'm going to build towers on kind of the high spots in and around the area, maybe one or two in between. Just to kind of one here, one over there somewhere, I guess, and something in between. One around here, something over there. Possibly one here in the middle with a big gate. There we go. That's going to be a big ass gate. And then we'll build another one here and bring it back up over this way. And in between big gorgy kind of things like this, we're going to have like kind of archways going over, like a kind of walkway on a bridge, which will fill in this little section here too. I've never built that like before, so that's going to be my new project. And then we're going to have these kind of protect this entire little kind of center area that we have going on, our spawn zone. And we can light up everything in between, and that just means that we'll be able to work with a bit more peace and security as we're working along in our day-to-day projects. So I've built this tower style before. Yeah, don't ask about this. I've built this tower style before on one world. I've grown to like it a lot. It feels comfortable. The roofs are very high. The walls are wide enough that you don't feel like you're completely entrapped. And it's not a massive structure that takes ages to absolutely build, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I want to get this stuff done. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's her now, nice and done and dusted. That means, yeah, and then there's one on the roof. Perfect. Okay, so I like to build these 5 high. The reason being is again, I get to fall off higher things. No, it's Minecraft has a tendency to be a game where you see, that's wrong. Minecraft is a game that has a tendency to kind of trigger people's kind of like, I don't know, their claustrophobia when you think about it. Okay, we're just gonna have to move out of this. Like I remember if anyone's ever played The Sims, it was this whole thing about if you build small houses, your Sims will be sad because they like wide open spaces. And I totally get that. I can see why that's a thing. Like, some people like small cozy things, but I think humans in general don't like to be kind of entrapped in kind of small spaces. I think that would be kind of sucky for them. Come on, we chop this stuff down. So now our new plan is we're gonna just get this spread a wee bit better. There should be one underneath. Yeah, that's starting to look right now. There we go. Now we're burning diesel. It's a phrase, by the way, burning diesel. It means you're actually making progress. I don't know if that's an Irish thing or if other people use that phrase. I'd be intrigued to find that out. And we just pick all these blocks back up. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of add on a couple of more layers or so to this with yourselves while I have you here with me. Boom. That wasn't that high. So I'm going to add on a few more layers with yourselves here with me. Once we get this layer done, I'm going to cut the recording again just for a minute and get a bit more work done on it. And then once I get up to the tippy top, I'll show you guys just kind of what it looks like and then build the top with you guys, or at least make a start on it. I'll probably cut the recording then again, since I'm starting to figure out how this whole pause business works. And once I do that, we'll do a kind of finished product look and just kind of show what the whole thing looks like then from a distance. Okay, be right back. So we've gotten this up 3 levels now. So it's a fair bit of a height. We're kind of a bit more on par with what's going on over here. It's not so... Ooh, sunrise. Romantic. It's not so massive that it kind of like it's a pain in the butt to make, but at the same time, it's big enough that it'll stand out. There's a fair bit of construction that goes into it. It's a simple enough design. It's a sets of 3 blocks, 2 diagonals, sets of 3, 1 and 1, set of 3, 1 and 1 and 1. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put stair blocks on the outside of here, and I'm going to use stone brick. And we're going to flip them upside down, so that way the stair is actually, I don't have any on me at the moment, but we're going to flip them upside down so the stair is actually kind of reversed to what you see over there on the house. And it'll just kind of give a kind of upwards slant out off the tower. You'll see that now in a sec once I get this done. So the way we're going to have to do this is we're going to have to build a bit of scaffolding going around here as well. Because unlike creative, building in survival can actually be a wee bit of a challenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop a block here. We're going to hold shift and we're going to walk this out. And then come up one. And I reckon that should be us pretty golden. And we're going to build an old halo going around the whole structure. Just like this. And the idea is that so long as we have this going around, maybe we'll come back out one. So long as we have this going around, we'll be able to just quick and easy run around, do whatever we need to do, work our way back to where we first came out there, and we'll be able to get rid of this scaffolding that's going around then, and it'll be quick and painless to build this next part of the structure. So I'm just going to hold shift. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to get this done, jump down and show off what this scaffolding looks like, and then get the stone bricks set up. So what we're doing here is we're just making our way down into our mine shaft here. Most people when they're building their first mine shaft or a stairway down into the mine shaft, usually they make it one by one, or just heading down. But I like space, you know. I'm going to put stairs in this to make it a bit more efficient to get up and down. But I just thought I'd turn back on the recording real quick just to show off if they find out a bit of lapis and some iron and stuff. So we're starting to get down to that level. So the golden number that you want to kind of aim for is a Y level of 12. Because lava blocks, I believe, they either spawn on 12 or 11. No, it's 11. They spawn at 11. So pools of lava spawn on 11. And diamonds are found between, I think it's something like 16 all the way down to 1. Or something in that range anyway. Down to bedrock anyway. Or near enough to it. So 12 means that you're not accidentally going to fall into lava while you're strip mining. While at the same time, you're still maximizing your opportunity to come across diamonds and other kind of resources. So we're getting a fair bit of cobble here at the moment, but I just thought I'd show that off. I'm going to keep getting down to level 12 there, and if I come across diamonds around like that, then I'll let you know. So be right back again. So here we are. We've reached level 12, as you can see there. Y-axis is at 12. So when strip mining for resources and stuff like that, my research has led me to believe, and this is from watching a couple of people do it, just they happen to be doing it as they were doing Q&A videos or stuff like that, and you're just observing it, is that I'm just widening this tunnel along a wee bit more, just so we have a bit of room to work with. We are going to be heading this way and this way now shortly, and the idea is that there's a substantial amount of solid stone basically all the way around here, smooth stone or whatever you call it, but this is it's just solidly packed is what I mean. We're not really stuck for coals, that's why I'm not really too pushed about mining this. I just want to kind of get my tunnel kind of expanded. So there is a large amount of this in the way, and if we were to have to mine every single bit of this out to find the diamonds that are in this area, it's going to take a really, really long time. So rather than do that and be inefficient in our use of time, what we're going to do is we're going to do little poke holes. So look, we found redstone, which we needed for our automatic chicken farm, which we're going to do next. And we're just going to go mine a ways. And you know what we'll say about there, loop. Boom. We're just going to stick a torch at the end of it. And I'm just going to mine this to kind of set that as the kind of limit for all the tunnels that are coming after this. You'll see what I mean now in a second. Hey, diamonds! Oh, well, that was convenient. So, there you go. That's how you find diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. So, before I start mining those, I just want to show off how we would then proceed. So that is in keeping with the template. Okay, so now that we've done our first little wee pokey hole, we go over and we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to mine here. We don't want to mine here because we can see these blocks. And we can see these blocks. And we can see these blocks and these blocks as well. If we mine here, we can see these blocks again. But we can already see these blocks. So what's the point in mining here just to show off these blocks and see what's behind these? If we mine here, we can see these blocks, which we haven't revealed. Whatever's behind these, and whatever's behind these. But if we even go another one, we'll be able to see these blocks, and not these blocks. But we won't see what's in these blocks. But that necessarily ain't a bad thing, because diamonds tend to spawn in things of 2s. So you usually get a block of 2 in this region like that. Whereas if you mine in here, you're going to see what's in here, but if you mine in here, since diamonds tend to spawn in blocks of 2s, if you're mining in on this one, you're going to be able to see what's in here, these ones, and these ones. And see, as these 2 overlap as a result of that, you're going to see whatever diamonds are in this area. Not necessarily the ones that are in this line, but you'll see the ones that they're connected to over here. And that'll help you reveal the ones that are in there. That's the logic to it anyway. No, I'm doing that ours ways. It is this one we mine. Yeah, boom. The reason it is because if we go over here, there is a tendency for diamonds to spawn in like slots of 1 as well. And there's a chance then you'd miss out on the smaller ones. It makes more sense to do that because, again, you're showing off these blocks and these blocks, which the ones that aren't revealed, and then revealing anything that's contained wherein within, which means that you're not going to miss any in between. I have seen it done the other way that I was showing off there as well, and I was trying to explain the logic of it, but I couldn't wrap my head around it. I don't think it makes much sense. As you can see, the redstone blocks are coming through from this side, and that's the idea. Like, we know that there's redstone there, so if we mine through on this point, we're going to uncover more kind of like possible veins quicker. Which is it's sound reasoning, I guess, but I don't know. Like I need the cobble as much as I need everything else, so like it makes sense for me to do it every 2. So we're just gonna do a couple of more of these, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna get diamonds. So as you can see, where there's iron, there's all sorts of stuff popping up here, and that redstone is massive for us now at the moment. Like we really needed that. And that's what we need. Okay, so let's get this over with. So when mining diamonds, if you find a diamond vein, what you want to do is, because you don't want to waste them because they are precious, they are few and far between, so you want to mine the entire area around the diamonds to make sure, 1, that there's no lava, and 2, that you haven't missed any. So we can be certain and safe that there's no lava around these diamonds, at least underneath. So now we want to reveal the top and just see if there's any more. Oh, this is only going to be a 4 vein, but no, that's not the worst thing in the world, because we're going to do a workaround. Usually you want about, I think it's about 5. 5 is the kind of magic number. You want to get 5 diamonds in your first vein. That's not so many, but you know, I can live with it. We'll light this up just real quick. Okay. First diamonds of the server. So usually you want about 5. The 5 gives you 3 to make a pick, and then 2 to make your enchanting table. We're going to use a little workaround to make our obsidian gateway, so that way we don't have to make a diamond pick straight off the bat in order to get our enchanting table. So what we're going to do is we're heading back down here. And, oh, why is this? Oh, yeah. So we're just going to push on a wee bit more down here, and we're just going to mine in the gaps in between here a wee bit more, just to see how many more resources we're going to come on. I'm not going to show all of this, by the way. I'm just going to kind of show one more after this, and then I'm going to cut it again. Again, this episode is kind of a tester for me using the pause feature of the recording software that I have, so that way I can kind of get a bit more done in the episodes as opposed to have you guys watch me do all the bits I should have been doing probably in between. I'm kind of learning that like you need to do a bit of pre-work in episodes and stuff like that before you can kind of start recording. Like there is a fair bit that you should probably get done before you actually just kind of go, oh, I'll just record an episode today. This is all part of the enjoyable experience that is learning how to YouTube. I YouTube, we YouTube, we all YouTube together. You see, it's a verb. YouTubing is a verb. It is now. Okay, let me pop a torch on there because, you know, symmetry. Yeah. You never know, we might even get lucky another vein. I really don't think so. I'm really happy that I managed to get a vein on the first time I decided to show off strip mining on my channel. I didn't invent strip mining, by the way. I don't want to give that impression. In no way, shape, or form responsible for this carry-on. We've gone way too far. I don't know who invented it. Props to them. It's an efficient way of finding diamonds. And everything is about efficiency. So hang on, let me just go. I'm all about that efficiency. And here we are, as you can see, we're in, and we've gone a wee bit too far. But, you know, that's okay. I'm going to stick a torch down yonder, so we don't get any... So now, basically, what we want to do is make sure that there's no spawns. If you're looking at the light levels here on my screen, you'll see that they're kind of plummeting as I walk through these areas. As long as they stay at 8, they're okay. So that should make that okay. So you can see the light level is underneath biome. And we want to keep all that stuff away from the 7. So once you get down at the 7, that's when mobs will start spawning. And, you know, these aren't very wide tunnels. You don't really have a lot of room to maneuver. So you don't really want anything spawning in here, would you? Okay, I'm going to cut it here again, because I'm enjoying it so much. Yeah, we really need to get stairs in this so we can just run straight up. So I'm going to have to jump all the way up. I'm going to get this redstone and stuff, and I'm going to get that back up to the base, and then I'm going to continue construction of that tower, and then I reckon once I have a bit of smooth stone cooked up, I'll cut back in, and I'll just show off the construction of the top layer of the tower, the little halo ring of scaffolding I have going around it, and then I'll probably end the episode there. So I will once again speak to you in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. So here we have that scaffold I was referring to. So it's just a wee little dirt scaffold, and it just goes around the entire circumference of the tower itself. I know it's looking pretty bland at the moment, but we're going to start adding a bit of detail now and using some stone brick stairs. So stone brick always looks nice around cobble, and I may even do it around the base here too. But we want to get the upper tier first, because that's the area that everyone sees. Hopefully I have enough ladders going up. Ladders going up to the top. I actually can't remember if I built enough. Find out now in a second. Oh, it's going to be close. We'll have to jump. Jump. Oh, hang it. Go. Da-da. Da-da. Made it. Yeah. So, we're on the dirt circumference that I have going around the tower at the moment. Boom. And do you see what I mean about the upside down stairs? It's kind of, it looks like it's kind of got like supporting kind of like buttressy style stuff going on, you know, Renaissance style design. Boom. So we're going to make our way around the entire thing, and as you can see, this is why we made the scaffold, because now it's, oh, damn, we've done that wrong. Well, we didn't want that stairs anyway. Or did we want this one? Why isn't this doing what it's supposed to? 'Cause do I need to be here? There we go. That was odd. I'm not used to that happening. Okay. Anyway, we should continue. Do. So that's it. We just want to make our way around. It's basically, it's like, you could just build a tower straight up in the air, you know, it'll do the same trick, but it ain't gonna look nice. Like a lot of stuff in Minecraft you're able to actually build and just kind of throw it together, but what I found is that like a lot of the stuff that you can just about build bare bones and all, it doesn't look good. You know, like it looks bland, it's simple, it's not really complex, and it lacks detail, and detail is kind of something that's really hard to kind of fulfill in this game. Well, not hard, but sometimes it can be challenging to find something that you're really happy with that makes it look good. So, I reckon things that I tend to try to do, anyway, at least when I'm trying to make things look nice, is I find colours that tend to go together. You can see here we've got the greys coming together, and like you've got this whole grey thing going on and over there as well. And the stone brick tends to work really nice with the old, what was I doing? Boom. The old cobble in general. They're always a nice combination. I don't know, cobblestone just looks ghastly to me, so that's what... The more observant amongst you may have noticed, I just fall off there. The more observant amongst you may have just noticed, or may have noticed earlier on, my levels have dropped from 20 to 14. Due to what happened there, as you just saw. Not in that sense, I didn't fall. What actually happened was, I tried to parkour my way over there. And I reckon just about on that piece of gravel. That's where we kicked the bucket for the first time. So that's it. First death. We got that out of the way, I guess. Yeah. And let this do what we wanted it to. No. Sometimes this stuff can be a pain in the butt. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to put a cobble piece there because I'm gonna fall again if I don't. Okay. Nailed it. Aced it. Who says that? Beetle low. Okay. So now, how do we tear down the scaffold? Like so. So we're gonna run over here, and we're just gonna work our way around. Get rid of all of this dirt, so that way we're able to see the fruits of our labor. Oh, that was a precariously close one. So I spent the past couple of days playing Fallout 4. Downloaded it there recently. My computer runs it on Ultra, which is pretty sweet. I'm not used to being able to play games at like such a high standard of graphics. But I have to say the game looks amazing for a start. But I'm kind of unhappy with the whole interface in it. Like, I don't know, it feels like it's clunky or something like that. Like, it's not very smooth. I get the impression that it's like a console port, something like that was just kind of like made easy to kind of use on a, or it was just kind of like swiftly adapted to work on a PC as opposed to a console. It's just kind of disappointing, you know. Like I like kind of look forward to trying that game out, and you get to play it, and suddenly it's, you know, it's good. I like the level of detail that goes into it and stuff like that. But then, you know, you're playing it, and suddenly you're struggling to like click things because the interface doesn't really make sense. There's a lot of controls in it as well. Like, it seems pretty complex for like a first-person shooter. There's a lot of different keys for different things and stuff, and I guess there's a lot of different kind of aspects and interfaces in it anyway, like the likes of the Pip-Boy and stuff. So, like, I don't know, I like it, but I'm unhappy with the interface. So, it's a game that has a kind of a timestamp on the length of time you can play it before you start becoming frustrated with clicking things that don't do what they're supposed to in terms of kind of like a first-person shooter. Okay, it's just about turning dark, so I'm gonna back up here. I'm going to go to bed. You've noticed I've not looked back at the tower yet because I want to see it in the daytime. For you guys, anyway. So, boom. Oh, hey, look, we got diamonds. Hey, hey, hey. Yep. Sun has risen. Step out into a new day, and boom. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so you can see, like, even though it's an entirely straight shape the whole way down, and we may even do more stuff to break that up. Now it's got this lip up on top, and it looks a lot better. It's got a bit more character where it's not just a straight up kind of like, oh no, here we go, this is a tower, deal with it. Like, it's actually got a bit more kind of like, this looks like there's actually brickwork gone in on the top, and it looks a bit more solid, well built. Except for that one bloody stairs. Oh god, that's gonna wreck my head. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Like now. Right now. Okay. Stairs aren't always the most compliant thing in Minecraft. If you haven't guessed. But, you know, when you find stuff like this, you fix it. I got the impression that done what it was supposed to. Yes, it did. Haha. What problems? So, that's the start of the tower anyway. Oh, that would break. So, my plan for this episode is I'm going to finish this tower off now by just doing the kind of usual stuff that I build on top. And again, we may change the details on this later, but I want to get this one wrapped up. My next plan, now that I've actually gotten diamonds, is we can actually start moving forward with what we're doing on the server. And the plan is we are going to go into the nether. So I am going to show a trick for making a nether portal without using a diamond pickaxe. Again, this isn't something I've come up with. This is something I gleaned from a YouTube video in the far off past, and I cannot remember where. So this is not an original idea, and the majority of stuff you're probably going to see in this channel is in no way, shape, or form original. But, you know, it's always nice to rehash these things when we come across them, so why not? Doom-ba-doom. No, this is not how I build this normally. That piece of gobble is gone. Okay. That's looking a bit more familiar. That's the job. No, it's not. That's meant up there. No, it's not. Don't say moving up. We could just punch it, but we're not going to. Okay. Something doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. This block looks like it's out of place, but it's not. No, we've got the two there. Oh, that block is meant to be there, and this is meant to not be on it at all. That's exactly what's meant to have happened, and it hasn't. And it's now just kind of making me spaz out when I look at it. So hang on, I'm gonna jump down here, make a pick real quick. Can I not just fall? You may want to try and make like a quick fall down type thing. And it's gonna be a cobble pick because I'm not carrying any iron. I found a bit of gold while I was down mining as well. So we got redstone, lapis, gold. We got everything now at this stage we need. I mean, 5 gold blocks ain't much, but it's enough to get stuff done that we need to get done. Okay. So what we will do is we will put these in as a as a kind of reference, so that way I don't confuse myself when I'm building. Because we want all this to look symmetrical. Bang. Bang. Oh, God damn it. Bang. Bop. Boop. Done. Done and done. Perfect. And we're going to hit F3. And we can see the light generated here is 15. 15, 10, 10, 9, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 9, 13, 13, 11, 10, 9, 10, 10, 11, 9, 9. So as you can see, basically what I'm doing is I'm just running around and I'm looking for anywhere where it goes down to 7. Because again, 7 is the bad number. 7 is when mobs will spawn, and we don't want that. We most certainly do not want that. F3. Tower. Constructed. We might stick a banner or a flag up on it at some point as well. So this is the first one of probably about, 9 or 10 or so of these that we're going to construct in and around the area. Again, just to kind of make a nice, secure kind of little home spot. It gives a project that we can work on. We may well build one over here and kind of make this a little bit of arable farming land. I love that word, arable. It's pretty cool. Right, so that we got a fair bit done there now today, and I think the whole kind of stop pausing thing is a bit better. I have to remember not to keep saying BRB, BRB every now and then when I'm actually doing stuff, but again, that's something that I'm starting to practice on. I think the whole kind of like the way I actually speak and all on this is actually starting to improve as well. I think I'm getting a bit more used to it and getting a bit of a better flow with kind of like the way I talk about stuff and junk. Now, I killed a few of the chickens, and I've also grown a few. You notice I am stockpiling eggs, because we're going to set up our... Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to set up our automatic chicken farm soon. We're going to set that up over somewhere there, where it's far away from what we plan on doing, so we won't have to listen to them. Yeah, close enough that it's in the spawn chunk, so it's constantly activated. Yeah, we got loads of smooth stone. So... we got a bit of chicken now, and we'll cook this up now. So like you can see, we've got a bit of gold, we've got lapis, we've got redstone diamonds, we've got everything we need to kind of get the next bits of our build going. So I'm going to leave it here. The next episode, I'm going to like dig out a room over across the way in the mine shaft area, and because you remember when we have the right hand side, the turn in was for the cobble generator. The left hand side is going to be where we put our nether portal. So I'm going to show a wee little trick on how we can build that with the without the mine pick, the diamond one, so we can get the obsidian in another way. I think most people probably know this at this stage, but you never know. People might be watching this and they might be new. So we're going to get that down, and then we'll go into the nether and see if we can get some other stuff done. Right. Well, it's been Gibboeire. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, it certainly would help me out. And if you're enjoying these videos, that would really help me out a lot. It'll help you kind of see the videos more quickly because you'll know when they're being uploaded. It's all good for everyone. So thanks for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day and take care handy. Bye-bye.